Right, so I finally got the last piece in, and this is the last piece. This is actually your first on-off that you need for the regulator setup. So we're going to assemble that now. I'm actually on an incline, so that's why things are sliding. So I'm going to try and be quick about this and try not to make things slide too much. So I'm going to put that there. So we have our plumber's tape again. Let's get a piece out. Tear that off because it's a bit dirty. Okay, so line it up with the threads. When you're applying thread tape, you definitely need to make sure that you are going with the direction of the threads down towards the base. It makes it much safer and much easier to apply, and it also doesn't tear up your threads as much later on. So a couple of wraps with pink should be fine. My hose just fell down. I'm at a mod day at the moment, so that's all the background noise. But here is the thread ready to go. So we're going to just screw that in. So actually screw backwards first until you feel the click of it. Yeah, so it's just clicked, sat in thread properly. So now let's thread that in. It's going to just get progressively more difficult as you go. See, now that's actually upside down for what we want. So I'm going to give that one more 180-degree turn. And it requires a lot of torque, but it will sit. So give that a twist. It requires a lot of torque, but that is not going to move now, so that's actually quite solidly in. Gauge is on top, fill adapter is also on top. For a final demonstration of how it will all go together, here's my bottle. It's it's a 90 cubic inch 4500 tank, slightly bigger because I want more shots, but it's slightly more expensive. So just press it onto the threads and then twist. So once you press it on, it should twist, and it'll sit like that. Now, my reg is calibrated differently, so the gauge actually sits about where this burst disc is and gives me the output as well as all this. I'm just going to kick out the attachment because I haven't done anything with it yet. But we use my hose. So go push it in, click in, and now in order to activate it, you simply push. You're going to twist this in. You'll feel it give. So now we are at 0 psi. This has a locking mechanism. I'm going to pull it out and twist it. So if you rotate it counterclockwise, basically the easiest way to remember it is as you rotate it counterclockwise, this gauge is also going to rotate counterclockwise once it has pressure in it. So the fill adapter's on.
Clockwise.
Oh, no, counterclockwise. Oh, that is clockwise, sorry. Thank you, Mutsy. So this is Mutsy's rig at the moment. And so as you twist this, it will go up. It'll go up. So let's say we want to regulate it to 40 psi. So there we go. We're at 40 psi now. And then running down the hose to the outlet. My ball valve is here. There's my connection. So when I connect that to a blaster, I'll just basically twist that, and it'll open out the air line. So I'm going to open this ever so slightly just so you can feel the air hissing out. So you get the idea. Air's hissing out. And this here is my quick disconnect. So when you have your disconnect active, air will still be flowing through it. But if I go, say, if I need to disconnect it quickly on the field, I'm just going to pull it. And it will eject because of the air pressure, and it will also seal off. This is the second safety. So your safety's in order. I'm going to grab the other end of the hose. Thank you. So you have safety 1, safety 2, safety 3. All three of these will activate sequentially. So you can't have this safety active without that safety, this safety, and you can't have that safety active without that safety. So it's all very, very secure. Now, to turn it off, I'm going to plug this back in for a second. So we'll get the connect. So plug it in, and basically, if you want to turn it off, just untwist this. This part will still be pressurized, so again, you have to depressurize it sequentially. However, you can jump straight from 1 to 3 in this sequence, and you go 1, 3, and you'll just hear a slight hiss of air, and you'll see the pressure gauge drop back to 0. Nice and easy. Then you can still kick this out as needed, and you're all good to go. So to pressurize, you go 1, 2, 3. To depressurize, you go 1, 3, 2. There will still likely be pressure in it if you kick this one out while you wait. Now, in order to regulate it back down to 0, turn it counterclockwise. I got it right this time. Turn it counterclockwise until you feel nothing more, and lock it. That is your output pressure of 0. that means that this won't even be active without this. So in its own right, this is sort of safety 1.5. And that's my outlet at the moment. I've lost next to no air because I've used next to no air. If you want to disassemble the entire system, just simply twist, you can take it off. Do not take it off while there is still pressure in this system. You'll just hear stupid hissing. I mean, you can depressurize this and then twist it off, and you'll just get this, like a popping noise. But otherwise, yeah, not really worth it. So that's how you assemble the one-pouch HPA system. Hope everything makes sense. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.